Test, 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 audio test. Brilliant. We are up and running. Hi all, and welcome to another edition of Midday Market Review by TraderCast. My name is Phil. I'll be your presenter today. So let me just see. Are we up and running here as well? And audio should be on as well. Test, 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 audio test. Brilliant. Okay. That's brilliant. All fine. Excellent. Okay. Hi all, and welcome to another edition of Live Trading Key Trading Levels and Trading Setups for Popular Market. My name is Phil and I'll be your presenter today. This is a little bit more about myself. If you like what we are doing here and you want to know more, check us out on TraderCast.com. If you are brand new, and hopefully I'm not confusing you with what I'm doing, I'm keeping this very simple, and you're looking for the education, check out mytradingskills.com. Some of our courses are absolutely free. Just sign up, check them out, see how we teach, and if you like how we teach and you need to know more or need help with something else, you know where to find us. That's it. That's the salesy bit over and done with. If you haven't seen me before, if you didn't come across me before, over the past 10 years, I had the privilege of speaking in front of various different industry events, and I've been working with various different brokers in UK and to a degree globally as well. I had the privilege of teaching many people how to trade. Some of them were brand new, and some of them were a little bit more experienced, intermediate, and they needed a help with specific area of their trading activity, maybe risk management, maybe entries, maybe strategy, maybe psychology, something like that. Anyway, big disclaimer here, since I don't have the indication of your personal investment and trading objectives, I do not consider this to be advisory broadcast, although I'll be showing you some live trades and I'll be talking about the levels that I am looking at for myself. This is basically a proof of concept of what I think a trader at early stages should be able to do if they invested a little bit of time and effort in learning how to trade financial markets. So it's basically a proof of concept of what we teach, and also a proof of concept of our methodology and approach to market as well. So my experience and opinions, not advice, although I'll be showing you some live trades as well. That brings me to the point where I am at the moment. Now, for those of you who watched yesterday's broadcast, I'll just finish this very quickly. This is the last slide, then we're going to go in live markets. For those of you who watched yesterday's session as well, I was telling you the levels that I was looking at and what my open positions are. But anyway, so I was long sterling dollar. This is a swing type trade which has been open for quite some time. And that's from 134.92. I've decided to close half of that trade at 136.33, I believe. If you remember, my ultimate take profit was 136.60. So I've satisfied my desire to pay myself, took some money off the table, and then moved my limit order, i.e. the ultimate take profit, higher. And I'll see if I can get, it's called leaning on trade. I will lean on this trade to see if I can get a little bit more to the upside with the remaining position that's open, with my stop loss being at the right level. I'll show you all of that in a bit as well. But anyway, happy with that. I was long dollar cards and I decided to get out of that trade at 126.97. This was a losing trade. If you remember, I got in at 127. In out, support resistance, trading around that level, and eventually I said it's not doing anything, and I decided to get out. Now, yesterday we were looking at FTSE and I was telling you about 7500 level, and I'm in this trade now, so I'm long FTSE at 7500. I'll show you that, and you know the reasons why. It's all explained yesterday. I also decided to go the long dollar Japanese yen. You know I like this pair a lot, and I'm long from 114.98. You know that 115 even, it's very appealing level from the kind of support point of view. So I decided to go there and got filled, and I'm in this trade now. It's a small profit, but happy with that trade as well. And also yesterday when we were talking about the markets, I was telling you about S&P, shorting opportunity on S&P, and I am in this trade now, and I will likely be looking to get out of this trade probably as we speak, or throughout this session. Yeah, it's coming to my take profit levels, and I'll see if I can possibly reverse this trade. But anyway, that's more speculative, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm currently in S&P as short from 44.32. The current price is, if I can see, 43.77 on my broker platform. Oh, sorry, I think I made a copy of this. So this is the same long dollar yen. It's the same one. It's not a different trade. It's the same trade. I just duplicated it when I was typing in. Excellent. Okay, so that's enough of the boring stuff. And hi Kasili, hi Hamid, hi guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Just to kind of let you know, today's session almost didn't happen. Almost didn't happen. I had a massive power cut, and I had trouble restarting everything. For those of you who don't know, we have a big storm here as well, so it's quite dangerous. They have like a red warning in certain coastal areas, and so therefore this almost didn't happen. Almost didn't happen. But anyway, that's where we are. So first things first. Let me know if you need anything covered, Hamid or Kasali, or if you are looking at anything. I'll be happy to possibly take a look at it for you as well, but I'll try and keep this very, very short today. Just in the case if we do get cut off, it is because my electricity is gone again. So unfortunately, that's the case when we are dealing with the stormy weather. So first things first, let's talk about first trade that we have. The first trade that I was telling you about was sterling dollar, and I'm in this trade still. Okay, so sterling dollar nicely uptrending higher. This is a very basic price action here. This was the resistance up here, this shaded area, and I decided to take partial profits and move my stop loss higher because I was looking for a breakout and a move higher as well. So what I'm looking for at the moment is I'm looking for a potential retracement to support down here, and then I'm looking to see if the price rallies and breaks above this 136.50 or thereabout, and then potentially we could see another retest here. So pullback, rally, and then higher. So this is a key area of interest for me. The reason why I got at 35 was down here, so this is the area of interest at the moment. I wouldn't like to see the loss of 135.60, and daily close below that area would definitely be concerning for me, and I would likely get out of this trade. So this is 4-hourly time frame, quite a long-term time frame. It's not a short-term intraday scalp. This is a longer-term position holding approach, and happy with it, keeping it running. But I'll show you where my stop loss is and what I'm going to do with it right now, and then we can go and talk about that sexy trade on S&P as well. So cable. It's coming very, very close to my stop loss. It's coming very, very close to my stop loss. Okay. So this dotted line is where my stop loss is. This is where I got in. Okay, this is, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is where I got in at 135. This is sorry, this is the remaining P&L. I had +5 contracts on this trade, so this is showing +3, so I closed 2, but you can see that price is coming very, very close to my stop loss. And if I get stopped out, I'll be happy with it, because I'm locking in another 99 points on this trade, which is my stop loss becomes a take profit as well. Okay, the ultimate take profit is moved higher. The ultimate take profit was up here 136.60, and now I moved it higher to see if we see a reversal and a push higher, and therefore I'll be looking to stay in this trade for a while longer. But that's where I am with sterling dollar. Quite happy with it either way. I am really, really comfortable with this trade. The other thing that I was telling you about was S&P, and I'll show you the chart from yesterday so that we can kind of continue with so no questions, no comments. Thank you, guys. So to continue from what we were talking about yesterday, so this is a daily time frame. So there's a little bit of a reversal here, high, lower high, lower high, so therefore there is the existence of the trend. 4 hourly, this looks like an oversold bounce back, rising wedge. They have a tendency to break to a downside, and the way they break to a downside, you see a loss, a retest, and then another extension to the downside, and that extension is measured in the widest point of this consolidation, like this, extended at the point of the breakout, and this gives you the take profit, which is down here 43.70. So what I'll be doing is I'll be looking to take partial profits, get out of this position. Now, for those of you who are brand new, you're saying, yeah, but this didn't happen. Now let me show you. This is the hourly time frame, which means that each one of these candles is worth 1 hour of trading. This is the 15-minute candles. Okay, so in 15 minutes you are seeing it here. So let me just show you if I can. Yeah, here we go. So there is the loss of support and then retest. So this is this and that. It happened. And if I show you the same thing in a 5-minute time frame, okay, let me show you the same thing. It's a very, very basic price action approach. So there is a 5-minute setup. Pullback, 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 indecision, 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 selling pressure. If you remember, I was talking about this. I'm keeping an eye on this, I'm keeping an eye on this. I'll be looking to go short, I'll be looking to go short, and then a rally. And look at this candle here. This is the confirmation, either this candle or then this candle here, that there is a loss of support. Now previous support becomes resistance, and then we see further selling pressure, and then off it goes lower. So this is the setup that I was working with yesterday, and it's coming up to these current lows. You probably can't see these lows because my screen is there, but there are 2 lows there. Let me just show you. Okay, these 2 lows, so that's your horizontal. Okay, therefore this is a good area to take profit, not just from the symmetrical extension of this consolidation to the downside at the point of the breakout, but also there is a previous low retest as well. So what I'm looking for at the moment is I'm looking for to get out of this trade partially and move my stop loss, readjust this and protect myself. Okay, so let me show you where I am with that. This is a real time as it gets, really, and hopefully you are really finding this beneficial. Hopefully you're finding this beneficial. So here we go. Let me just show you where I am. Okay, so that's where the entry is. You can see that's the entry. The current stop is up here. The current limit order is all the way down here, all the way down here. Now this limit order, I can put it down here as well. So these are the current lows, current lows, current lows. So I think potentially we could see a bit of a bounce back off here. Okay, so I don't want to close all of my position. I'm going to leave my limit order at the lower level down here. Okay, 4,300. It's a nice and round number. And then also, if I show you this in the daily time frame, you will see that we have clusters of the lows here, from October of last year, then this area here from September of last year, then we have these areas down here from July of last year. So that's a really good strong level, and it's a round number, 4,300, 4,300. So traders kind of remember that, and they might react to that. Now this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to take partial profits here. So this is the 15-minute time frame now, so I don't want to confuse you. Daily, 4 hourly, and now this is the 15-minute, which is the trading time frame for me. I'm seeing this as a little bit of a profit taking here with this hammer forming. So what I'm going to do is, firstly, I'm going to move my stop loss below my entry. So I'm short, therefore my stop loss is above my entry, and my limit order is below my entry. Okay, so this is the stop, this is the entry, this is the stop, this is the take profit. So therefore I have currently 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio, so 7 amounts of risk in potential reward that I'm expecting here. Now it's Friday, anything can happen. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take partial profit. I'm really happy with this trade. This is a very generous trade. Really happy with this trade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close half of my position now at 43.70, and I'm going to take some money off the table. I'm doing that. So I'm going to submit this. So this is taken, and you can see that my position now is reduced. So I only have a half of the amount of contracts that I had in the position originally. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my stop loss be at entry and then below entry, and put it down here at this low, this high, this high, this high, this high, this high, at 44.07. So if anything happens and this starts rallying aggressively higher, I'm going to be stopped out with an additional 25 points in profit. Now some people are saying, oh, but why wouldn't you close all of your position now and realize all of your gain instead of doing this? Because I feel that even if there is an oversold bounce back, we could see another leg lower. Or if we see a continuous selling pressure and an hourly or a 4-hourly candle closes, in 7 minutes time we have US markets opening, and there'll be quite a bit of volatility around US open. And if we see a selling pressure, and the red candle closes below these current significant lows, then that could potentially open the way for the extension of this move to the downside. Therefore, I still want to be in this trade, and then what I'll do is I'll be moving my stop loss lower and lower and lower and lower, protecting those unrealized gains until I either get hit by my limit order, therefore the ultimate take profit, or I close my position manually, or the price reverses and it picks me up. So either way, I want to be in this trade for a bit longer and see how it works. If I see something on the breaking news which creates a massive reversal like this, I will probably get out of this trade myself before the price picks me up with a stop loss. So that's the basic premise. Hopefully this is helping you with psychology. Is this helping you with psychology, with the approach to trade management? Are you finding this beneficial in some way? So that's the idea anyway. So that's the idea. Okay. but I'm trying to forecast the questions that you might have. So there's the same thing which is what's going on with the cable. Do you remember we were looking at a cable and I have my stop really tight, and I was saying just in a case if it doesn't break to the downside, we could see another potential reversal, another either dip for a rally, or from the intraday, from the scalping point of view, even something like this could happen. Okay, something like this could happen as well. So it happened here, and then you see moved higher. It happened here and you saw a move higher. It happened here and you saw a move higher. It happened here, flushed lower and then reversed, which gave me the opportunity to get in at a really preferential rate. So as long as the trend stays intact, I want to trade in the direction of the prevailing trend, and I want to trade with the more dominant people in the market rather than against them. And this is probably turning into an educational session, and I don't want it to be. Okay. Let me talk to you. I have no idea what that means, and I'm not clicking on anything like that because it looks dodgy. But hey, thank you for posting that nonsense. Here we go. The next thing we are talking about is FTSE. Okay, so if you remember, I was happier with that FTSE trade. I was looking at a pullback. So this is yesterday's analysis as well. So I was looking at a pullback to 7,500 for a rally higher. This happened and then came below and then went up higher. Now I don't, in all honesty, I don't really feel as confident on this trade as I did before, because this looks like a breakout to the downside. I think this is driven by what's happening with US markets. Okay, I think this is driven by what's happening with US markets at the moment. And if we see a big reversal in US, FTSE could reverse as well. So I think okay, FTSE is reacting to Bank of England, UK economic data, political news in UK, and so on. But it's Friday. European markets are coming to a close in about 2 hours, and potentially we could see some either profit taking or closing the books or rebalancing of the books into the weekend, unknown weekend. There's still some element of geopolitical risk and that kind of stuff, which could potentially trigger some volatility. But that's where we are with the FTSE. So I'm currently long, and I'm looking at this from the retracement point of view. So this area here is really important for me. I wouldn't be buying here, but I'm paying a very close attention to these lows at 75.20. A dip lower, a loss of 75.20, a retest of that from underneath, I would become more concerned, and then I wouldn't be surprised to see a corrective pullback and then retest of these lows again. So that's where I'm with FTSE at the moment. Okay. I'm going to show you this very quickly, and then we are going to talk about dollar yen. Apologies, this is not moving the way it should. Let me just remove the ticket, deal ticket, and show you that. Come on, there we go. So that's it. Apologies. When I pop up the chart as in a new window, it needs to be resized, and it just doesn't look pretty. So that's where we are with the FTSE, and I'm happy. I'm keeping a close eye on this. I got in here. Here we go. Yesterday around 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time. really happy with this trade, keeping it open, looking to see if we see a push higher and a breakout. Not changing anything on this trade. Stop loss is in the right level. If I see a breakout higher, I'll be looking to move the stop above the entry. If I see a loss of this, I'll probably get out of this position manually. I'll just get out very, very quickly. I will not wait for it to go back to 7,500 and stop me out on that trade. Now, where am I now? Just readjust that order. Okay. Fine. Good. The last thing that I want to talk to you about very, very quickly is dollar Japanese yen. And dollar yen, I've decided to go long at 115 again. So that level was tested over and over and over again. I know that this looks like a selling pressure and a dip below, but I decided to go at 115, which is here, and I could be wrong, and if I am, I'll be stopped out fairly quickly. I'm looking for a potential retracement here and then a rally. So another retest and then rally into this zone here. Now what happens here at 115.50 would be quite telling. So we can either have something like this, push lower, or we can see a breakout, a retest, and then that retest would be a breakout above this falling resistance trend line. So if you remember, I said this to you before, X marks the spot, previous support, previous support, previous support, resistance, 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 X marks the spot. Now from the multiple layers of evidence, I can apply my fib. I have a fib retracement zone as well, and if I put some other indicators there, they would be relevant as well. So I'm closely paying attention to this area here, 115.50. Breakout above 115.50 and end of day close above that level could open the way for another leg higher towards 116 again, and I want to be in this trade. Okay, loss of 115 and a continuous selling pressure, all bets are off. I'm wrong and I'll be stopped out. So let me just show you where I am with that. And apologies, here we go, there. Why are you not opening? Come, open the one, a new window. No. Okay, let's start again. Open market in new window. There we go. So that should be okay. That's dollar yen. I'm in this trade now. Decided to get in at 115. It made sense then. Would I be entering again at this point in time? No. I would need to see some sort of reversal. So at the moment, this could be resistance, 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 resistance. This is breakout and the retest of that resistance. 115 is a hugely, hugely important level. Now the initial stop was a little bit lower. Now the stop is down here, the cluster of these lows at 114.83. So I'm risking about 15 points on this trade. 15 points on this trade. I'll see how it goes. I might get out of this position manually if I see further selling pressure and just kind of front run the price hitting the stop loss. But happy to stay in this trade so far. Look, it's coming very close, very, very close to the entry. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it and keep you informed. But that's where I am with the trades currently. It's Friday, so stay safe, happy trading. If you had a good week, make sure you take some money out of your no, sorry, Robert is saying bank holidays 22nd, no broadcast because US markets are closed, and it's pointless because the markets become illiquid and there's hardly anything. um, it's 21st, President's Day. 21st, it's President's Day. um, Raj, great, you're enjoying it. Hamid, can we look at gold and crude oil? Crude oil is coming to good levels as well. Gold looks bullish for me, but I would like to see something else. So very quickly, guys, I really gotta stop because this is going too long now. 30 minutes. I need to keep them short because what I've noticed is if I go into long sessions, not many people are watching it. They would like to see all of this consolidated in 5 minutes if they could, and even that is too long. So I'm trying to generate some interest here. So I know you guys would like to stay here the whole afternoon with me, and I would love to do that with you, but I just cannot do it in this way because it just doesn't make sense. But hey, that's where we are. So gold looks very bullish, guys. This is uptrending market, clear breakout. Really happy with my trade from 1850. Daily looks like higher lows and higher highs. 4 hourly, higher lows. If I see it in an hourly, this looks like a pennant forming here. And these type of patterns, they have the tendency to do something like this. They have the tendency to break on the upside in a direction of the prevailing trend. So there is our trend. And if you remember, we have multiple trend lines. We have multiple trend lines supporting the price. Now, this one is probably weaker than this one, and this one is weaker than this one because the angle of that trend line is steep. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with all of that stuff, but here we go. Widest point extended on the upside gives us this shaded area, previous high. For more speculative traders, from the previous breakout, therefore our horizontal at 1877 extended on the upside gives us 1916. Now 1900 is a big level. If I see a pullback into, let's say, rally and then a pullback from there, or maybe pullback from here and then retest of this area here, 1877, I could be tempted to look for a long setup there again. I could be actively watching to see a reversal here, and in that case I would put my stop loss $10 in price below. And I'm saying 10 points because yet again I've realized that some people are trading futures, some people are trading a margin forex account, some people are trading spreads, some people are trading CFDs, and $10 in price for somebody could be 100 points, and $10 in price for somebody could be 10 points. It depends who your broker is, but that's the level, 1877. I could be possibly tempted to go long here with a view to take profit up towards 1900 again, because this complements my multiple layers of evidence approach that we were talking about before. There's a fib retracement. I don't want to confuse anybody. If you're new, you might not know exactly what I'm doing, but it's not complicated, really not complicated. We have previous swing high, breakout, retest, previous resistance, broken, becomes support. We have fibs retracements, and then we also have a trend line going this way as well. There is the trend line that I'm referring to. So X marks the spot. So all of this here really is of interest. That's where I'm with gold. I think gold is bullish, and potentially we could go through 1900 towards 1917, 1927, even higher. Gold is all, if you have inflation, and gold tends to be a good hedge against the inflation. And I'm sticking with that story. It worked for me in the past, and I think it'll work this time around. Some people say, but this time is different. There's always this time is different. Crude oil is coming to an interesting level, guys, very, very quickly. There it is. This is that previous swing low. The daily time frame price is uptrending, but we are seeing now a first serious challenge on this rising support trend line. So I was really happy with this breakout. This was a great trade, really happy with it. Now I'm waiting to see what might happen here. So if you remember yesterday, I was looking for a pullback into this zone here for me to potentially buy. And in order for me to potentially buy here, I would like to see something like this. So red and then hammer followed by green, or at least a hammer, or engulfing candle that looks like this. If I see this here, I would likely get in. So then I will something will need to give me the kind of the trigger and to confirm the entry, and to tell me, hey, trader guy, I think you should consider this. This is potentially worth taking the risk for a disproportionate amount of potential reward that you can expect if you decide to go for it. I'll keep an eye on it. This could possibly morph into a little double bottom. So that's another thing that could possibly happen. Double bottoms, they have the tendency to go down, up, and then down, and they almost look like a W. What they do is they create something that's called a neckline, and the neckline would look like this. Okay, so this is the neck. And for those of you who are registered on My Trading Skills, there's a course on reversal patterns. It's completely free. Go and check it out. It'll tell you exactly what I'm doing here. So let me show you. So double bottom here, and these type of patterns, they have the tendency to break to the upside. They have the tendency to break to the upside here, like that. And then quite often you see, you get a second chance to catch the ball, and then you see a breakout to the upside. And that breakout to the upside is normally measured in this way. You would see the distance from the low of the head, or the head, to the neckline, and you would extend that to the upside to give you the take profit level. And this take profit level would also correspond to a falling resistance trend line, and this profit level would also correspond to a fib retracement, and also to a fib retracement, and also to a fib retracement. So you have a layering of different fib levels as you go higher. You have previous support, now newly found resistance. You also have a price pattern recognition, a reversal as well. So the more things that are pointing to a same or similar level, the more likely it is that that level will be hit. And it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And that's all it is. That's all it is. Okay. So that's what I'm paying attention to in oil. Not ready just yet from the swing point of view, but keeping an eye on it. Hamid, thank you for asking. Guys, it was lovely talking to you all. These are my current open positions. So let me just show you where I am. These are my current open positions. Sorry, I closed half of this position. I got out of this position half. 43.74. Okay, so here we go. 43.74. Okay, so that's where I am. So this is half of it, it's taken, and the rest of it, it's still running. And that's where I am with the trades at the moment. So lovely talking to you all. Stay safe, enjoy your weekend. I'll be back with you on Monday, unless something unforeseen happens with electricity or stuff like that, as it did today. But hey, thank you guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe, happy trading, enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back with you next week. As Robert was saying, Monday is a bank holiday in US for President's Day, and US markets are closed. Therefore, there'll be no live broadcast. It's pointless. It really is pointless. If you're trading on a day when markets are liquid, you're asking for trouble. So don't do that. Have an extra day off, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. Bye for now. Thank you, guys.